Next we are going to see with the photoelectric cells and their applications. Okay, so what is meant by a photoelectric cell is the photoelectric cell or photocell is a device which converts what light energy into electrical energy. Okay, suppose this is a device. Okay, if light is made to fall on this, what happens is this light is being converted into electrical energy because electrons are flowing, is it not? So it converts into electrical energy. It works on the principle of, so what principle it is based on? Photoelectric effect. Okay, so it is based on the principle of photoelectric effect. Then when a light is incident on the photosensitive materials, their electric properties will get affected. So if a light வந்து ஒரு மெட்டீரியல் மேல விழுது அப்படின்னா என்ன ஆகும், அதோட electric properties வந்து affect ஆகும். And so based on this they are classified into three types. Okay, so what are the three types is photoemissive cell, photovoltaic cells and photoconductive cells. Okay, first photoemissive, its working depends on the electron emission from a metal cathode due to irradiation of light or other radiation. So இது working வந்து எதை depend பண்ணிருக்கு அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா electron emission from a metal cathode. So ஒரு metal cathode இருந்து electrons எந்த அளவுக்கு emit ஆகுது, okay, due to irradiation of light. So radiation lightனால எந்த அளவுக்கு electrons வந்து emit ஆகுது. So that is a photoemissive cells. Okay, next is photovoltaic cells. Here sensitive element made of semiconductor is used. So sensitive material அதுவும் என்னது ஒரு semiconductor, அதனால என்ன ஆகுது, the voltage is proportional to the intensity. Okay, so voltage is proportional to the intensity இருக்கு. ஓகேவா. next photoconductive cells. In this the resistance of the semiconductor changes in accordance with the radiant energy. Okay, so radiant energy வச்சு resistance changes. Okay, so resistance and radiant energy. Okay, here voltage proportional to the intensity. Okay, so clear with the types of the photocells. Okay, so next we have the construction of this photoemissive cell. Here the photoemissive cell, it consists of evacuated glass or quartz bulb. So this is a evacuated glass or quartz bulb, and in which two metallic electrodes, that is a cathode and an anode, are fixed. So here we have the metallic electrodes, which is one cathode and the other to be anode. So these two are fixed. Next is the cathode C. How it is? It is semi-cylindrical in shape. So cathode C எப்படி இருக்கு, semi-cylindrical shape இருக்கு, and it is coated with a photosensitive material. So இது என்ன பண்ணிருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா photosensitive materialனால coat பண்ணிருக்காங்க. Why it is coated with a photosensitive material? So that it emits with the electrons. Okay, next is anode A is a thin rod. So anode A என்றது என்னது, அது ஒரு thin rod, and it is kept along the axis of semi-cylindrical cathode. So semi-cylindrical cathode எங்க இருக்கோ அதோட same axisல என்ன பண்ணிருக்கோம், நம்ம வந்து இந்த anode வந்து place பண்ணிருக்கோம். Okay, next potential difference is applied between the anode and the cathode. So இது ரெண்டுத்துக்கும் நடுவுல ஒரு potential difference apply பண்ணிருக்கோம் through a galvanometer. So ஒரு galvanometer மூலமா. Clear with the construction of this photoemissive cells. Okay, so next we have the working. So working already we know. So what is it? When the cathode is illuminated. So இதான் cathode இல்லையா. So அந்த cathode வந்து light வந்து விழுந்துச்சு, that is illuminated அப்படின்னா என்ன ஆகும், electrons are ejected, and that electrons, what happens, it falls on the anode. Okay, and this flows makes the current flow, and that makes the current flow in the entire circuit. Okay, so these electrons are attracted by the anode and hence current is produced, which is measured by the galvanometer. So அந்த current வந்து எதனால measure பண்றாங்க, galvanometerல measure பண்றாங்க. Okay, next for the given cathode the current depends on, current வந்து எதெல்லாம் depend பண்ணிருக்கு அப்படினு பாத்தீங்கன்னா intensity and potential difference. Okay, so current depends on intensity and potential difference. Okay, so next we have the applications of photocells. These photocells have many applications, especially as switches and sensors. Okay, these photocells are mostly used as what, switches as well as sensors. First, automatic lights that turn on when it gets dark use with the photo cells. Okay, so automatic light, so எப்ப வந்து நமக்கு வந்து dark ஆகுதோ அப்ப வந்து light என்ன ஆகும், turn on ஆயிடும். Okay, so that is based on this photo cells, and as well as the street lights that switch on according to whether it is day or night. So street lights, so mostly used with this principle. So light, when you have the sunlight, this turns off, and when there is no sunlight, what happens? It turns on. Okay, so this is the main application. Yes. Then next we have the photo cells, which are used for the reproduction of sound in the motion pictures and used as a timers to measure the speed of the athlete. Okay, so ஒரு reproduction of sound க்கு வந்து இது வந்து ரொம்ப மெயினா யூஸ் ஆகுது photo cells. Okay, next is it is used as a timers so that we can find the speed of the athlete. So athlete வந்து என்ன ஸ்பீட்ல போறாங்க அப்படின்றது வந்து can be found out with the help of this photo cells. Next is photo cells of exposure meters in photography are used to measure the intensity. So இது வந்து ஒரு exposure meter அப்படின்றதுனால என்ன பண்ணலாம்? Intensity வந்து measure பண்ணலாம். And it is also used to calculate the exact time of exposure. எவ்வளோ time of exposure வந்து இருக்கு அப்படின்றதையும் இந்த photo cells மூலமா நம்ம வந்து find out பண்ணலாம். Yes, clear with the applications of photo cells? Okay. Thank you.